morning. So in this lesson, guys, what I'll be doing, I'll be simplifying trigonometry expressions. These questions, guys, are straightforward. They only need you to know the algebra, and also know your positions and identity as well. Yeah, that's all, guys. There's nothing more about these things. Cause check, here's the first question. So they need you guys to simplify this thing. The first thing that I need you to notice, do you see that 2 exponent 2? That exponent 2, guys, I can just write it outside of the bracket there, put it here, and I can focus with sine 180 plus theta. Sine 180, guys, plus theta, it is on which quadrant? It is on the third quadrant, and on the third quadrant it's only tan which is positive, meaning that sine there it's negative, meaning here we got negative sine theta here, but that exponent there, it is still outside of the bracket. Do you see? And now what I can do, guys, that exponent, it represents this thing that it's twice here. It represents that thing that it's twice, meaning this thing that it's negative sine theta, negative sine theta. So the moment, guys, you see 2 brackets like this, those 2 brackets, they represent what? They represent multiply. And when I multiply the same sign here, I should get positive sine theta. Yeah. So when I multiply this same sign, in maths, when you multiply same sign, you got positive there. And when you multiply same base, you just add their exponent, they give you exponent 2. Do you see? Yeah. Even as well as this one, do you see this exponent 2? I can just write it there outside the bracket. Something like this there, of saying tan 180 minus by theta. And now if I can focus here, this thing, guys, it's a position on the second quadrant. And on the second quadrant, it's only sine which is positive, meaning that tan there it's negative, meaning here we have negative tan, then you reduce that angle into theta. But now this thing, guys, that 2, it is still outside the bracket there. And now what I can do, guys, that 2, it represents this thing, it's twice, something like this there, meaning here it's negative tan theta, negative tan theta. Do you see? And now what I need you to understand is that these 2 brackets, and those one, they represent what? Multiply. And when you multiply same sign, they were supposed to get positive tan. Here we're supposed to get positive tan, exponent 2 theta, just like that there. Do you see? Yeah. So come now and talk with this one. This one now it's kind of tricky, because this one it will require for you to do a lot of steps, because here we got a negative angle, and at the same time we got that exponent 2. That exponent 2, guys, what I will do, I'll put it outside the bracket, then I'll just write what is inside there, which is this thing. And now what I can do, guys, first of all there, I should change that negative angle there. For me to change a negative angle, I only add 360 there. All the time you just add 360, just like this there. And don't forget that we still got that exponent 2 there, which is here we just got cos. Yeah, the only thing that I did there, I just add 360, and all of this thing there, after adding that 360, it's supposed to give me what? Cos negative theta plus 180 there. Just use your calculator there to press all of that thing, and that exponent 2 there, it is still there. Do you see? And now what you should understand, guys, is this thing. This one now I can rearrange, since there I got a positive angle, rearrange this thing into this order now of saying it's cos minus by theta there. Then put this thing here. Do you see? And remember this thing there, it's a what? It's an angle. It's a position there on the second quadrant. On the second quadrant there, this thing there, it's a what? It's a position. Check it. It is here. It is there. So now it means that I can reduce this angle. Let me just do this thing. This is that one there. It means now I can reduce now this angle, and cos that will be negative. Then I reduce the angle, but at the same time that I still got that exponent 2. So that exponent 2, guys, it represents that what is inside a bracket there, it's twice, meaning this thing there, it's negative cos theta. Negative cos theta. And I also know, guys, when I multiply the same sign, I should got positive this term, then theta, just like that. Do you see? So what I need you guys to notice so far, if guys you got that exponent 2, all the time they will be getting a positive answer, because they will multiply, they will just got positive answer. If we got that exponent 2 all the time, we'll get positive answer. That exponent 2, they will just give us a positive answer, even as well as this one. Let me start with this question before I go with those one. For this one there, I got that exponent 2, which I can take it outside a bracket. Then I can write this thing there inside a bracket like this there. But again, now remember, guys, if you see what a big angle, what do you do there? You just subtract a big angle with what? With 360 there. And you only separate, guys, that angle if it's positive and it's big, like this there. You separate it like that, x, and this there, it is still inside a bracket, and we got that exponent 2 there. By me adding that by me separating this thing by 360, I suppose to get, let me just use my calculator for that one, just 70 minus by 360. So it means that I will just get 360. So it means this thing, it's sine 360, say plus, that's positive 360 x there. And at the same time, I still got that exponent 2 there. Do you see? Yeah. This. Yeah. So now all of these things, guys, it represents what? The position. And that position, guys, it is on the first quadrant. Where is it? It is this position there on the first quadrant. That is 360 plus theta. But now in this case that we are using x, so it's 360 plus x. It means that I can reduce that angle, and sine there on the first quadrant, it's positive. And all of this thing, guys, it is still here. And now what I can do now, I can tell you that that exponent, guys, it represents this thing, it's twice, which is here is just sine x then, sine x then. And now when I multiply same, sine, I got positive sine squared x. Just like that then. Do you see? So yeah, all the time if they got exponent 2, you will receive a what? A positive answer at the end. So now let me come with these long expressions. So these long expressions, guys, we got that plus there. It means that we got two terms, first term and the second term. So now what I should do there, I should just simplify. Let me start with this term there. Simplifying that term, actually both of them I can simplify them. I can just take that 2 outside like this, and what I can do, I can write this thing there inside here, minus by x, even as well as this one, 360 minus by x. But again, now what I know, guys, I know this thing, it is on the second quadrant, and on the second quadrant, sine there, it's positive, and this one there, it is on the fourth quadrant, and cos there, it's positive. Then you reduce the angle. All the other things, they just put them the way they are. Do you see? And now what I can do, I can tell you that this thing there, it represents that this thing there, it's twice, something like this term. And say plus, here we got cos, which is twice them here. That's cos x here. Do you see? I hope, guys, you are able there to see all what I wrote here. Let me just do this thing. But I hope, I'm sure, man, you see this thing. Why I'm doing this? Because these learners, I know that they see this. So this, when I multiply them, they will give me positive sine exponent 2 x, and say plus cos exponent 2 x. But now do not forget, guys, that this thing there, it's an identity. All of this thing there, when I add it, it's supposed to give me what? 1 as the final answer. Meaning this thing there, it's 1 as the final answer. Do you see? Coming from a trigonometry expression becomes 1. Do you see? When it comes to this one, going for the next one, I want to show you like a difference between this question even as well as this one. These two questions, guys, they don't look the same. The only thing that I need you to understand, here we got two terms, 1, 2. Those two terms, guys, are separated by what? By positive. So what I need you to understand, I can simplify this term even as well as that one. But simplifying this one, guys, I know this thing that it's a position on the fourth quadrant. And there on the fourth quadrant, I know that sign that it's negative. And I can just put this one here. And at the same time here I've got plus. And this one there, it is on the what? On the third quadrant. This. And sign there, it's also negative there. Meaning it's negative sign x there, but they must be inside a bracket. Do you see? All the time after, guys, you reduce the angle, make sure that it must be inside a bracket, so that you will see that this will multiply inside there, even as well as this, they will multiply them. But here we just got invisible 1. When this thing they multiply there, it will just give me negative 4. Because that different sign give me negative. Then say sine x. Then for this one there, when I multiply different sign, I got negative sine this then. Do you see? And now what I need you guys to understand, these two things, they are what we call like term. These one are what we call like terms. And our like term, guys, we can get them where there is plus or minus. If there is plus or here there is minus, we'll look for the like term there. Do you see? And like term, guys, it is whereby we got the same base and same exponent, which is invisible 1 there. And at the same time here we got invisible 1 as well. So if both of these two things, guys, they are like term, what I will do, I will press this down my calculator. At the same time I'll press this down my calculator. Then my calculator, they will just give me what? Will give me negative 5. Then keep the same base and same exponent, which is invisible 1. But no need for you to write that exponent. Do you see? Yeah. So this question, guys, it got two terms that you have to deal with, this term and that one first. But now when it comes to this one, guys, this thing, it is just one term there. This thing, it's a one term. Our terms, guys, you should know that they will be separated by plus or minus. From here they are separated by plus, then coming from here they end up being separated by negative. Our terms will be separated by plus or minus, but here there is no plus or minus which separate this and that. So it means this thing, it is a one term, all of this thing. But now we know that this thing, it is under what? On a fourth quadrant, and sign that it's negative. Then coming for this one, it is on the third quadrant, and sign that it's negative as well, meaning x. Do you see? But make sure that this, it is inside the brackets. Yeah, make sure that those things there, after you reduce them, you put them inside a bracket. And now what I can do, I can simplify these two things together, but that for there I will drop it the way it is. And now, guys, when I multiply these two things, same sign there, they should give me positive sine exponent 2 x there. And I can just put those brackets there. And now this 4 now will multiply inside them. And when that 4 they multiply inside, it will be 4 sine exponent 2 x there. This is the final answer. So if you can compare these two questions, you will realize that those two questions, they are not the same. Here we only got one term, but there we got two terms. They end up with this answer. These, they end up with this answer. Do you see? Yeah. Thank you guys for your time. All the best in your studies.